Okay, Niger Express. So now we're done anywhere with that day. As everybody know, the matter where they hot now, na the matter of Bobrisky versus Very Dark Man versus Falanas versus EFCC versus prison security. Um, this matter it don't turn to national. It don't turn to national news. No be something where we say people go to say they don't know what's they happen again. You know, but just to give a small quick update about the issue. Na Bobrisky when he supposed go prison for the money spraying matter. Then allegedly he was supposed reported not to have been in the prison and that the matter don't the spread since na very dark man I spread out and the Falanas them be don't take some make some threats say they won't sue very dark man for defamation and the very dark man release another video. Not so long ago released another video. So this is make we react to this particular video because the matter has be like this now. This matter is trending seriously. So let's release another video and then we'll go react to the video. We'll go analyze this video, make we know how the matter be, Make we watch out together.
Oh, so before I go on, everything in this video is allegedly. All right. So it's time to give you people another call recording of Bobrisky when he was in detention. Now, this one has a lot of details. This one is well detailed. So now we'll see how everything play. You understand? Not the part 2 of the other one. This one is another one. Now, this one was recorded on the 16th of May.
Okay, so this one now, Hindi talk say now another recording, no be even part 2 of the first one where he been play. This very dark man guy.
2024. Now, the reason why I want to post this one now is because, to be honest, I was waiting for people that said they want to file a lawsuit to file the lawsuit. The ones where they say he made an innuendo, he did this one, do this one. In all honesty, yeah, I was waiting for that. But as nobody don't send the paper here, maybe they fit send them tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday. They fit send them today. Today is Monday.
For those who don't know what they talk about, now the lawsuit where the Falanas tell me they talk say they won't sue him. And in fact, as a matter of fact, I think Bobrisky himself say he go sue him 1 billion naira if I'm not mistaken. Bobrisky himself been come outside saying he won't sue him, which is very, very interesting because of everybody to the sue Bobrisky. The Falanas now they say defamation say it spoiled their name, but Nigerians are quite ignorant because this is a matter of freedom of speech, freedom of press, and of course fair use. This is like acting like a journalist in this particular scenario. He played a recording which he got from someone or someone sent to him, and he played a recording of that particular thing and reacted to it. So if at all, if anybody that should be held, it should be Bobrisky. But I'm surprised that the Falanas have decided to go in after very dark man instead of the originator of the call itself, which is Bobrisky, to ask him why are you lying with our name if he's actually lying with their name. But we'll continue.
You understand? But before you do it, let me pause. Now, I know law, when I know innuendo. My own be say the corruption that went down in that prison must be unveiled, and anybody that has a hand in it must be casted. You understand? For those that have reputation that their name is involved, it is easy. Just clear yourself of this thing and penalize whoever is spreading rumors with your name. If it is rumor, that is if no be true. You understand? So all those talk of this thing, you people don't scare me 1 second. I swear to God Almighty, I am not even scared. I look at the whole thing and I'm like, okay, let me see what they are trying to do. When they are done, we'll continue what we want to do. You understand? So truth is, if you want Nigeria to be better, you won't respect nobody. I swear to God, forget respect. Nigeria can't be better if we keep on doing all selected criticism. Is that what it is? But anyways, let's start.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, hi.
Bob, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Are you out yet?
I'm not out there.
Oh my God.
Okay, so quick, but I don't have enough time because, I just had to, I can't really, I don't, but the reason why I'm even trying to talk to you about this is because obviously I've not been talking to anybody. I've not been, people have been sending me so much messages about I've not been responding because I don't want anybody to know I have my phone.
Yeah.
So
First things first, I don't want anybody to know I have my phone.
And so now the here and now, that is the thing to let you know that, this guy is something else is going on, because if he's supposed to be in prison, allegedly he was supposed to still be in prison at the time of this particular phone call. The date when he gave, he's supposed to be inside prison. So he said he doesn't want anybody to know that he's with his phone. So that means, one, even if he's in the prison, now he has access to his phone, which he's not supposed to have access to. So in prison, how it works is, if you won't call, there is a phone I've made available in the prison, and I think there are times for that. If you want to call, you have to talk to the warders and all that, and they will arrange for you to make a phone call, not with your personal phone, but with the phone that is available or made available for communication inside the prison. So, but now he said he doesn't want anybody to know that he's with his phone. So even if he's, let's say, he even day inside the prison, he's having special privileges because he's not supposed to stay with his phone.
That is why Bobrisky have not been responding to people sending him messages. But let's continue.
I don't want to talk to somebody that I know that I can trust. Yeah. So obviously you knew what happened to me, right? Mm-hmm. So before the EFCC, of course, they were investigating me, about the cars, money, and everything, all this while. So I knew one day they will come for me like this because of the noise and all that. But it's fine. So when they were investigating me, they blocked my account. They froze my account. Obviously, they don't want me to do any transaction on it while they're doing their ongoing investigation.
Now, before we continue, the revelation of EFCC in the House of Rep, EFCC said they never froze his account. Now, Bobrisky is saying his account was frozen. Let's continue.
So, but I'm so glad that they did not. At first, they added money laundering charges in their charge because of the money they saw in my account and all the money that passed through my account. At least they were able. So they just asked some money, but we're able to beg them and give them some money so they can drop the money laundering charges with us.
Now, he said they saw some money in his account and some money that passed through his account. So they investigated him for money laundering. But they begged and they paid the EFCC some money and the money laundering charges were dropped.
See, this particular talk, we have Bobrisky coming out repeatedly now to say rubbish, because at the former conversation, he said the same thing. But the EFCC people came outside and they said, oh no, this money laundering charges, we just added it on top. He was not supposed to, be part of the charge. Just added it on top to get him, to find more ways to get him. And when we saw that he actually pled guilty to, or he agreed to plead guilty to the money spraying charge, they said, okay, we'll drop this, which is not a strange thing to do. If anybody knows about law, of course, you try to add as much charge as you can on top of already existing charges, so that's how law works. You go try multiply the charge where so that you will get enough things to hold the person down for. So, and it's not a new act or strange act to say, okay, they give you a plea deal. They give you a deal and say, okay, if you accept this one, which say you do, if you talk say you do, we go drop this other one. It's not an uncommon practice in law. So if the EFCC came outside and said, which they did say, that they dropped the money laundering charges because he actually pled guilty to the other charge, then that's not a problem. But where the problem lies is if they actually took money from Bobrisky to drop that charge, because this is the second time Bobrisky is actually saying that they took money to drop the charge. And of course, everybody has been saying it even before this whole phone conversation was going, and everybody said it, that okay, there was money laundering charge. How come from nowhere these money laundering charges were dropped? I know that was just ignorance of Nigeria, but now Bobrisky is now coming to clear the air, allegedly saying that they took money so that they can drop the charge.
This is another recording entirely. So let's continue anyways.
And by the way, he said there's some money that goes through his account. The thing is, that money laundering, just to explain how the money laundering charge would have come about, because if he said money passed through his account, money passing through his account means, say, for example, now make I explain how it work, or people will not understand how fraud they work. This is money laundering actually. So some people where they do fraud now, they can decide to say, okay, Bobrisky is somebody that he has a very good account that can carry a huge amount of money. Make we use in your accounts, they do fraud. So whenever they do any fraudulent transaction, they pass the money through his accounts. Just to layman, just explain them in a layman way. They pass the money through your account, then him go from your own account, send them, go give the people where they do the transaction, collect your percentage on top. So that's basically, just to sum it up now, it's basically how money laundering, one of the ways money laundering can go about. So this statement that he made, I said money passed through my account, that can actually be implying to that. So Bobrisky, well, I wanted to say you should be very careful, but I'm sure he was not aware that this call was being recorded anyways.
I can't be facing money laundering charges, God forbid. Spraying of money, I don't say that one. They're looking for something to just hold me. They just eat that. It's not like I'm the only one that sprayed money.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people spraying money out there. But you want to convince me because of spraying money, and that's quite weird. But me, I'm strong and I'm ready for anything that comes my way.
Quick one. I actually agree with Bobrisky. It's actually quite ridiculous that they say they want to send him to prison because he was spraying money. Yes, everybody does this, or everybody used to do this. And I can understand if the country is saying, okay, this is not right. We are trying to penalize people so that they can stop doing it. But sending somebody to 6 months for prison for spraying money looks a little bit far-fetched to me. If they have said 1 month, I feel even understand. If they have said 1 month with a fine, I feel understand. Forget the facts everybody did do. Everybody doing it does not make it right. But then, let the punishment fit the crime. I know say no be everybody go get money, pay fine. They say yeah, pay fine. No be everybody go get money, pay fine. Or you find them according to their pocket. Bobrisky has money, of course, and everybody will say, he can pay his way out. But if the judge wanted to say, okay, let him, go to prison so that to send a message to other people to stop spraying money, fine and good, you can do that. But no, if you had the power to say less than that 6 months, my brother, to me, the 6 months was ridiculous.
Yes. I don't know. No, obviously, I knew the ONV, AIDS, the ITAR, Shana Oliam. I knew one day to get into this, And another thing that made me happy was the fact that they did a proper investigation on me, and they noticed that I am not into money laundering and I'm not into fraud. Yeah. Every money, the car, they came to my house, they carried my car now. They carried my car, they carried everything, because what they thought coming to me, they will see people I do business with.
So EFCC went to his house, they carried his cars. While we were out in the House of Rep, EFCC said they did not freeze his account. Now, Bobrisky is saying his account was frozen and EFCC even went to his house to carry his car. Let's continue. This ring lights, bless you, don't the week.
WhatsApp or an email. But it also that they were not able to find any of such. My money is legit. I keep saying this thing, but people don't believe. They think I'm into fraud or I'm into picking money for politicians or whatever. But they run a proper checkup and they couldn't even find any of that on me. All the money I have.
This same person that is saying that they saw some money that passed through his account. Do you understand? After saying the truth the first time, like saying don't know, saying don't cast. He quickly tried to correct what he said. So in one breath, you're saying they saw some money in your account that you paid the EFCC. In another breath, you're saying, the money that you're having is a legit money. But let's continue anyways.
All the money I have are genuine, and the sources are like most of my influencing, like that day I called the old man wants to pay me 10,000 pounds. And I think that it's for influencing. So like people they don't know how I charge a lot of money for influencing. They don't know, So but I made them to understand that I charge as far as $100,000 to influence.
$100,000 for influencing. $100,000 for influencing. EFCC will not go really invest. Nana, I'm really curious of the amount EFCC saw in this account. You understand? Okay, let's go on.
My brother, $100,000 for influencing is actually a lot. My brother, $100,000 influencing. That is a very, 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 very big amount of money for influencing. I don't know who they collect that kind of money for influencing. 100,000 seems way too much. Which brand could give you 100,000 to influence?
So if you think you cannot do it, all fingers are equal. Some other people do it, and trust me, God bless the hustle. So, they did all that, and obviously I met a very terrible judge. The judge wasn't coming. The judge wasn't fair as well. Coming. He's not there. Okay, can you excuse me? I'm on the phone. Yeah. So.
Wait.
Before we continue, coming. That means Bobrisky obviously had like a maid, like somebody helping him in the house. Obviously, this part you will know that he is not in prison. But the good part is that the person now asked him. Let's continue.
Where are you like this?
Truth be told, I don't want to lie to you. You're my person. I'm not in prison, but I'm around there. They got an apartment. Because of my godfather. My godfather was able to tell never, you will not smell that prison. Let the world think you are dead, but you will never.
My godfather said never, you will not smell that prison. Let the world think you are there, but you will not go there. This is some serious thing, because this is godfather. If somebody can have a godfather that can say you will not smell that prison, after you have been convicted of something and sent to prison, regardless of whether or not you're supposed to go there or not, but you have been sent to prison and now you're supposed to be in prison, and you're saying your godfather is saying you will not spend a night in that prison, you will not smell that prison, and you are in another place, another apartment, not inside the prison where you should be spending your time. Because the prison is supposed to be like a sort of penalty for whatever whenever you're committed of a crime. So if Bobrisky cannot, spend time in the prison, that means other people that big men that commit crimes, so let's just know that they are not going to spend their own time in the prisons as well. Because if Bobrisky's godfather can say you are not going to spend time in the prison, what happens to the big men, the big politicians and all that? That means them too, there's no how they are going to spend time in prison. But the poor man now ain't going to spend time in own time for prison. So this issue is way beyond these people talking about very dark man versus Falanas. Bro, this is showing some big level of corruption in this country that we need to address in this country.
So we're able to talk to the deputy controller in Nigeria, and they said that in as much as Bob is they really have a problem with Bob. If Bob is not posting anything, Bob is not saying anything, Bob is not doing anything, that they can put me close to the place. So I can always come inside and see people as if I'm welcoming my family. Yeah. That nobody needs to know. Do you understand?
Allegedly now, what Bobrisky is saying is that they put him close to the prison. He's actually not in prison, but they put him somewhere close to the prison so that if he has a visitor, he can easily sneak back into the prison as if prisons has protocols. The prison get protocols. So if you go prison now, say you won't visit person, them go do of course fill some form, then do some ceremony before the person will come outside, come meet you for the visiting area. Now Bobrisky now on this call allegedly is saying that they put her for apartment within near prison, so that anytime a person come find them go call them from that apartment when they go quickly rush go back to the prison, come do like say na there him day. And if you remember when them call the prison people for the House of Assembly, they will talk say the one of them came out with a list of people that said these people actually came to visit Bobrisky while he was in prison, that to show that he never spent a day outside their facility. But Bob now is saying he did not stay in prison, and he's saying anytime they had visitors, he would actually sneak back into the prison, and that disputes that other fact that the guy came with visitors logs and said these are people that came to visit Bobrisky. Obviously, Bobrisky here allegedly is saying that the plan was for him to stay outside, and if he had visitors, they would sneak back inside. Nah, this is really, really serious.
So, I have.
So basically, Bob was put outside the prison, close to the prison in an apartment. So anytime he has like a visitor, he will quickly come inside the prison and welcome his visitor and his family members. Now, I remember that when we were at the House of Reps for the investigation, one of the prison wardens said, oh, he has the list of the people that came to visit Bob. So basically, anytime that people want to come and visit Bob, they'll quickly tell him to rush and come back to the prison to come and see the people that want to visit him. Let's continue.
So I'm just close. I'm close to the premises, but I'm not in there because they are all scared of why do we want to put you in a male facility where they're scared of harassment and everything. So but nobody knows this information. It's just you.
Okay.
So yeah, that's that aside. Then secondly, my co-father has done a lot. That's why I don't want to call it for any more requests, because putting me out here alone in this apartment, I am well-furnished apartment alone is something. He paid a whole lot. So my lawyer called me and said, so he got me a son. My godfather got me a new son. So now we are trying to get the pardon from the federal.
You heard, the godfather gave him a son, got him a son. Now, in the other recording I played, he said he spoke to Fowles, and Fowles spoke to his father, according to the other one. And in this other one now, he's saying that his godfather got him a son, meaning the story of the son. I don't know if it's true, but this is the second time he's calling his son in two different conversations with two different people. Now, you heard him, he said a well-furnished apartment that his godfather got for him. Wow, this is crazy. I really want to know this godfather, and I really want to know if this is how it works with the Nigerian prison. So let's ask ourselves the question, how many people really went to prison? All these big men, where they say that did Evans the kidnapper actually go to prison? Now, I'm really curious about the rich people that have gone to prison. But anyways, let's continue.
Federal government, that's from presidents, are trying to get a pardon. Are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so they're trying to get a pardon from him. That is the only one that can actually take me out here ASAP. Normally, I'm supposed to finish my term by July. But if I'm able to get the amnesty, that's the pardon, I'm going to leave here in first week of next month.
Right.
But the money he was asking for, it's a big sum, obviously you call it big money. So we should pay 10 million. And that's the thing I can even transfer.
Again, in the other recording where he said he spoke to Fowles, and Fowles said he was going to talk to his father, he said they paid 10 million. Now again, he's saying that the son collected upfront of 5 million and the total money the son requested was 10 million naira. However, in this part, he didn't call Fowles and he didn't talk about the father. In this part, he just talked about the son. Do you understand? But in the other recording, it made mention of a name, Okay, well, anyways, let's continue.
This is the part that actually got the Falanas involved. And the last recording, he actually said he spoke with Fowles, and Fowles said his dad was going to help him. Now, this was where Very Dark Man reacted to. And let's not forget, even for the first one, where Very Dark Man reacted, Very Dark Man said, if this is true, I have lost respect for the Falanas. He's saying allegedly, he's not saying this is true. He's bringing forth his own evidence and saying, if this is true, I believe say this guy matter. Now Bobrisky na him them suppose they hold this Falana people, because now this is the second time he's saying he's talked to his son and they are asking for 10 million. And the previous one he repeated the same 10 million thing and said his dad was going to get involved. Now the papa had already come outside now go mess up, because the dad now came outside and said yes, his son actually talked to Bobrisky, because actually now Fals in the first place now he don't go first come outside talk say yes, in follow Bobrisky talk, but Bobrisky just they ask him for money. That was all Fals said that time. Now Fals papa come outside now. Mr. Falana himself came outside and said, yes, my son talked to Bobrisky when he was in prison, but it was to ask him for money so that I can bribe the prison officials. And then Fals now asked him, I hope you are not calling me without the authority of the prison people. Why are you calling me with your personal self? For which all these things Fals been not talking before. Now him saying that is already kind of implicating themselves or Fals in this matter, because or even implicating Bobrisky himself, because that means obviously you know that he's calling you with his personal cell phone, which he should not have access to while he was still in prison. And then, by the way, for people saying this whole thing is AI, is fake, is this, how did Very Dark Man know to in the AI conversation to now add the fact that Bobrisky spoke with Faust? Because this was not public knowledge until that phone call, the first phone call that was revealed. So people saying a Very Dark Man defamed bros. There's obviously substance to this allegation. Faust is not supposed to come outside and start saying they want to sue anybody, or the Falanas are not supposed to come outside they want to sue anybody. If I was the Falanas, I'd be more interested in finding out why Bobrisky is using my family name to lie. We'll continue.
Before I make some innuendos.
If my account was okay.
Yeah.
So my godfather gave me 5 million. Like he has done well.
Say that again, sorry?
Since
Say that again?
Sorry?
Say that.
My godfather gave me 5 million.
Okay.
5 million, yes. So he has done, we've set that one to him these last 2 weeks. So he has submitted the pardon.
All right, so they sent 5 million to the son. The son, since last week, he has submitted for the pardon. The whole money that they agreed was 10 million naira. Now, the first thing he said was, I don't want anybody to know I have a phone. Number two, EFCC froze his accounts. They saw some money, then Bob begged them and paid them some money to drop charges. EFCC carried his cars. He initially said EFCC saw some money and he paid EFCC. In the same breath, he's saying that it's legit. Okay, now when he was on this call, someone entered the apartment. That means he has like a housekeeper or a maid. Obviously, he was not in prison. And then he used his mouth to say that he was not in prison because his godfather said never. He is not going to prison. Do you understand? So now, for those of you that want to say, okay, this is AI generated, we need forensics. You understand? We'll take this to any lab so that they can authenticate if the call is true or false. Now, for those of you that are saying I defame Femi Falana or Fowles or anybody, honestly, I didn't call nobody's name. Do you understand? Yeah, their name appeared. It's easy. They should go and do forensics on all this call. Then if at the end of the day, the call is true and Bob actually told people about their involvement and maybe later they are not involved in it, do you understand? Then they can ask Bobrisky that why are you using our name? Why are you spreading lies about us? Do you understand? Because whether or not Very Dark Man is the one that posted it, this kind of news is not good if it is false, if it is not true. You don't stain Uncle Femi be that now. You don't stain Fowles the bad guy be that now. Because now so all this underground story, one day you could just hear and pull, no be Femi Falana we collect money from Bobrisky, no be Fowles. They need to clear their name of this thing. Instead of saying you go file a charge against Very Dark Man for an innuendo, you need to actually clear your name properly from this mess. This is a mess. This is a very big mess. It is. You understand? So instead of now to come the threatening VDM, wanna go do the right thing. You people should ask for this audio to do a forensics on the call. It's not a recording, it's a call recording. It's not a sound recording or audio, maybe the recorder. No. We should go and do the proper investigation and let very dark man rest. Thank you very much. Corruption have no place in Nigeria. We should join hands together to kick corruption out. Do you understand? We should join hands together to kick corruption out of Nigeria and out of the system. Peace and love. Don't play. Like I said, I fear nobody. My only intention was to expose corruption, and that's just about it. Yep, I don't take light. Anyways, peace and love. Don't play.
You know, I agree with this guy. This is a very big mess. This is a very, very big mess. These conversations are being revealed, and I dey wonder with the people how this man they take get this information, because this now Bobrisky needs to be very careful of his circle. If I was Bobrisky, I will stop making phone calls, because these are people that he allegedly called when he was in his time of need, and then people are now getting access to these conversations that he made when he was supposed to still be in prison, which means some is either a phone got hacked, or is people that he thinks he can confide in actually are not people that he can trust, you know. So this matter, it be as it gets, you know. If the Falanas saying they want to sue very dark man is just wrong to me. If you ask me, it's just wrong, you know. We are trying to deflect from the issue. It's actually making them look more guilty. If at anything, they make them look like, say, through them commit these atrocities, or them put hand for this thing. Because if you know, say you and this person been talking, now another thing they may ask you for. Now you come see person play phone call, talk, say in follow you talk, but then you collect 10 million for so that you can do this and do that, and you are saying it's not true. Then you should be angry at that person that, hey, you called me for something else. Why you can't go to tell person saying this or that? But at the end of the day, now they are now saying I'm blaming very dark man for something that Bobrisky allegedly did. So we need to look into this, and my brother, we need to protect this very dark man at all costs, because I no go want to make anything do this very dark man for this matter. You know, these investigations that are ongoing by EFCC, investigations that are ongoing by this thing, and of course, you know, the House of Reps then issued the other day, and Bobrisky was not even there to defend himself. Very dark man presented what he had to present there. You know, I this country, you go better. Now we go to talk about what we go do now. We go better, but we have to take certain actions. Now, Nigerians are the country itself, not the president, not the politicians. Without the Nigerians, who they want rule? You know, you need the citizens now. You need the citizens, you know. So I actually think that you know, to be fair, a proper investigation needs to be carried out, and let us know the result of this investigation in real time. As they go, maybe they know, you know, because this thing no go far. This guy, the last phone call, he actually talked about some accounts that he was using, or the account that he was using. Make them carry that account, check all this information so in the talk, check how much went there, check who this money actually went to, investigate those people. You know, it's not rocket science. They are simple things. The other time the prison person say, Bobrisky been donate chair, because of the chair we then donate, now I make them carry and come out from minimum to maximum security. That was the only time he left the prison, which to me is a big lie, you know. And then he said he moved him in his personal vehicle, you know, which is not supposed to be the normal practice. So this just goes to show the foul play that is going on around. And I'm happy say very dark man no present all the evidence we get, because if to say don't present this particular phone call now, the prison before now they for take, you know, defend themselves. But now they said he didn't spend a day outside of the prison. They brought document and said these are the people that came to visit him while he was in prison, to prove that he was in prison. But now Bob is saying, I'm outside of prison, and anytime there's a visitor, I will sneak back into the prison. So it shows the level of corruption that is going on in this country. If the EFCC can be collecting money to say they want to drop charge, if the prison people can actually be collecting bribes and putting you in a special apartment where you will not suffer, where you will not, the whole idea of going to prison to actually atone for your atrocities is not going to be effective, then what is the whole point? But the poor man ain't go suffer up. we need to support Very Dark Man on this one. Let's get to the root of all this. Let's get to the root of all this. And the Falanas, I would say, if you guys know that you guys are not part of this thing going on, of course, come outside and with Very Dark Man, let's get to the bottom of all this. Talk to find out the EFCC, investigate the EFCC. The Falanas are supposed to be like activists themselves. Investigate the EFCC, investigate the prison people, find out the truth. And ask Bobrisky, why are you going around telling people that this is the conversation we had? Meanwhile, it was something else you actually called me for. It matter no go fan, a very simple something. But anyways, if you made it this far in the video, I beg, make you subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is Naija Express, the home of truth. Now here we're going to reveal matter we concern Naija. We're going to talk about CB. We're not going to hide them. We're not going to add salt. We're not going to add sugar. Naija Express, mona subscribe. I make a know what you think about this whole matter where they go on. We'll see you now for the next video.